Mr. Martin, thank you very much for joining us. It's a great pleasure to have you with us. And today we have witnessed the 8th Congress of World and Traditional Religions to take place in Astana. What the main initiatives and results of it would you highlight? Which ones are the most impactful, do you think?
Well, it's been an extremely important event, a very important Congress. It shows the role of Kazakhstan. People didn't realize when Kazakhstan started in 2003 to bring a religious leader, the people say, why for? Well, today, 20 years later, the President Tokayev have relaunched his initiative and has relaunched in a time when we need to involve religious leaders in order to give a moral authority, in order we can create a better world, a world of peace and justice. And I think Kazakhstan is showing the capacity to bring everybody together, even they are in conflict, even they have crisis, even they have not been talking to each other. Here in Astana, they have the opportunity to exchange, to understand each other better, and to move forward peace and reconciliation.
All right, but what initiatives do you think and what step in particular will be taken after this Congress?
Well, we have two main ones. The main one will be announced, I'm sure, tomorrow when they will, the Astana Declaration adopted. And we have to wait for tomorrow to see what are the proposals made by Kazakhstan. But already yesterday, we focus with participation of United Nations Alliance of Civilization in a specific initiative. We have to protect religious sites. We are being unfortunately witnessing during the war and conflict and the Ukrainian-Russia war or in Gaza that religious sites had been destroyed, had been attacked, had been violated, and that has to stop. So we have yesterday sent a list of recommendations for all religious leaders, all member states to take into account certain principles in order that we can preserve and protect religious sites.
What main this proposal would you now highlight during our interview?
That is the most proposal is that the religious sites should not be bombed, should not be destroyed, should be respected. And I think that was already agreed in the past, but now we have to determine and to get everybody around the table. I mean, even the rabbis that were present yesterday, they say that they are against, undermining the security of the religious site. And the Islamic world or the Christian world, they are saying the same. So I think everybody agree about this principle, and we have to really reaffirm and to reinforce this commitment.
Yes, you serve as a UN Special Envoy on Islamophobia. How do you assess the current state of prejudice against Muslim world, and what are concrete steps that you're taking?
I think the UN Secretary General, Mr. Guterres, and the Conference of Islamic Conference have come to the need to have a special envoy of United Nations to fight Islamophobia, because unfortunately in the West, mainly in the West, mainly in Europe, we are witnessing a rise, a very increase of this Islamophobic incident and accident. So I think we have to take it seriously, because there is a polarization and people don't understand what means Islam. They are using Islam in a way and another that are distorting the reality of Muslim communities. So we have to put an end to that. We are going to present a plan of action in order that we have a certain measure, in order that people have to respect different religions. And of course, Islam is one of the Islamic Muslim religion is one of the most important after Christianity. You are the community with more than 2 billion, believers. how we are going to not respect them, you know.
Yes, you mentioned that today on the Congress there has been crisis discussed, but let's stop on Gaza. So now we have seen this crisis in Gaza, and politically there are states who are about to recognize the state of Palestine, and this issue will be also discussed on the United Nations General Assembly. But it is in the context of politics. In terms of our religion, what can religious leaders can do to resolve this crisis?
I have the opportunity to use this Astana platform to convey my message to the rabbis. I have a good conversation with them, of course with the Patriarch of Jerusalem that was also here, and I exchanged views. I think, as you said, politically the road is very clear. We have to support the two-state solution. There is no other alternative. People will say, one state, no state. No. It's the only way to bring peace and stability to the region. But we need a religious leader to get involved and to defend that. And I think meetings and gatherings like today offer the opportunity to convince them. I'm not sure I'm convinced them, but I have a very honest and very frank discussion with them.
Yes, and to sum up, what's your vision on the UN level to also resolve this crisis and also for the inter-religious dialogue? How do you see it will evolve in the next years?
Well, you know, your President Tokayev said UN is irreplaceable. No, we need UN. You can you can be frustrated because UN should work better. UN should be much more involved, but we have not to forget that UN is member state, is what member states want to be. And so that is what have to be reformed. And I think in this reform, because we have already to think about the UN of 21st century. We are not 80 years ago when the founder fathers created the Charter of San Francisco. Now we have to move to the 21st century. And this 21st century, we have to find a place for the religion contribution. You know, for instance, Patriarch Cyril today in the meeting, he proposed to have a council of religions that will be integrated in the system of the UN. I don't know, we will reach that, but something where the religious leaders could be involved and engaged, I think is a good idea. And I think when we will have the new UN of the 21st century, the UN of not of San Francisco, but the new UN of today, I think this dimension of spirituality and religion should be part of the different bodies and structure of the future of the international governing bodies.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you for interviewing me. It's a pleasure. Thank you.